You were created for this. Hello, welcome to AltheaTV. I'm Althea McIntyre. So, how do you glorify God through your business sales? How do you actually do that? Well, the good news is you were created to do this. God created you to glorify Him in every aspect of your life. And that includes your business. And yes, it includes your business sales. That's why when you are obedient to Him, you experience such a sense of peace. There may be some anxiety, some uncomfortableness on the top or before you are obedient, but there's always that peace underneath. And then when you are obedient, you experience such peace. And the act of being obedient is glorifying God in your business. When you yield to God's instruction, when you do what God wants you to do in your business sales, you are glorifying Him. You're letting yourself know and others that I did it God's way. And look what God did. Look at the peace that I'm experiencing. Look at the joy that I'm experiencing. Look at the results that I'm experiencing that are abundant. They're above what I can ask, think, or even imagine. You are glorifying Him. You are putting Him in His rightful place at the center of your business and at the top and head of your life. So glorifying God in your business is something that is actually the most natural thing for your soul to do. It's just that flesh and that will that stops you from doing it and where you're wrestling with it. So one of the ways you can glorify God in your business is by, you've guessed it, doing something that makes absolutely no sense for you to do, or something that you in your own flesh wouldn't do. So that might be you on your own. You would never, ever, ever pick up the phone. But when you are yielding to God's instruction to do so, you do it and you're glorifying Him. Maybe you would never say no to a non-ideal client, but yielding to God's instruction and sensing your gut and your spirit saying no, that you say no. Maybe when the money isn't in the account and you're thinking that money would be exactly what I need to do X, Y, and Z. That act is glorifying God. Maybe it's saying to a current client in your sales, like having a firm no, where in your flesh, maybe you would forgive something, but God tells you no. Don't do that. You're glorifying God in your business. And that experience, what will it do? It will transform you and transform others. It will let others know that who is operating your business and who is your source for wealth is, something to take notice of, right? And it will draw others to God. It may draw others to you through your business, but ultimately, it will draw others to Jesus. So, every opportunity where you can do what God says, not what you would do, is an opportunity for you to glorify business. I'm actually wanting to share this story. I'm feeling a nudging. Last year, I was speaking at a conference, and there's always a giveaway, right? To help you grow your list. Let's just keep it simple. And so God told me to offer something that I've never, ever offered, and to offer 20 minutes offered 10, it was like, I don't know, 15 slots or 20 slots. I can't remember the number exactly. Let's just say 20 slots of 20-minute one-on-one time with me. I had never done this before. And even when the host organizer was like, okay, don't forget, to give me your freebie. And I shared with them a little bit like, I can't believe I'm doing this. They're like, that's amazing. It was the confirmation, spiritual confirmation that I needed. And so by the end of my talk, it was 20. I remember this number. 17 slots had already been filled. Blew my mind. I'm like, oh my goodness. And in those, and not everyone showed up, let's just be honest, but that strategy that was a blueprint from God, doing something that he told me to do, led to a 15K plus client. Now, there's even more of a glorifying God story in that, from both the client side and myself. This was a client that, based on their application to sign up, I actually didn't think, I was like, no, they're not ideal. They wouldn't be a fit for my programs, but I'm going to honor my commitment in giving it. While there was others who actually, when I saw their application, I was like, yes, that sounds and looks like my ideal client. And guess what? Many of those didn't even show up for their call. So the individual who showed up, who applied, who I was like, I don't think so, and I'm going to be obedient to God, actually had their time confused, and we actually spoke before, and it led to a 1.5 close call. And that was God. And our working together was all God. So God was glorified in that. I was obedient, but it was something that I never, ever, ever, ever would have done I wouldn't have done it if God hadn't told me. So that's just one way in which you can glorify God in your business. And the glorification came the minute I was obedient and offered. The glorification did not only come because, 17 people signed up right away and one became a high-paying client. No. I don't want you to miss this. The glorification came when I did what God told me to do, and I actually partnered with him throughout the whole process and allowed him to be the source for my wealth and responsible for the results. So now I would love to hear from you. What struck you the most from this video? Share it in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation. And then if you are ready to rest in God as you grow your income, your impact, and expand the kingdom through your brand, but you're struggling with letting go, and you're struggling with slowing down, and you're also struggling with how can I do that and achieve my sales goals? Maybe that's doubling your revenue. Then I'd love for us to have a conversation. Because if that's you, I know God has been tugging at your heart and telling you this is your time to focus on resting in him. So go in the description and click on the link to apply for a no-cost spirit-led breakthrough session so we can have a conversation. Until then, take care. God bless. Love you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Then click the TV to watch the next video. Don't forget to visit my website at thebestcareerforme.com to download your free report, How to Trust God More in Your Business. Until next time, God bless you.